Welcome to Energy. I'm your host, Rachel Dells. Today on Energy, artist Ray Mendoza will join us to talk about his exhibit coming to the O'Fallon Cultural Arts Gallery. Also, find out how you can raise money for your nonprofit and see what fun events and activities are in store for this fall. This and more coming up on Energy. To kick things off on this episode of Energy, we're going to head over to Alligators Creek Aquatic Center for the annual cardboard boat races.
The cardboard boat races have been a yearly tradition at Alligators Creek Aquatic Center. This fun event puts kids' skills to the test as they build a decorative boat made only from corrugated cardboard and duct tape. Their hopes are to win one of 3 awards: the fastest boat, the best decorated boat, and yes, even an award for sinking with the Titanic Award.
It was fun, and even though our boat sunk, it was still fun to do, and I would do it again.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun, but there's a lot of things we could change to our boat to make it better. Yeah, we sunk last year, but next year we might want to just to win an award, we might just want to sink.
While some boats sank, others held up throughout the race and moving at full force. Accepting the award for fastest boat were participants Anastasia and Amelia.
I was very excited and nervous at the same time.
Yeah, whenever I won the first race, I was like, whoa, we just won that. And then we won the second race, and then we went all the way to the semifinals and finals, and we were like, yes.
The winners for this year's Best Decorated Boat went to Luke and Dustin.
I thought I was going to sink. I thought we were going to sink because the water was going all up in the boat, and there's a bunch of water in it.
The kids really put a lot of thought into their boats, from designing them to building them. Some spent hours, while others spent days building their creation.
It took 5 hours on the day that we started building it, and a day for decorating.
It took 3 days, but the way how we built it and how much duct tape we put on was a lot.
It took 8 or 7 boxes of 7 duct tapes, because we had so many holes, and it took a long time because we had a big box that we got for free.
This is a fabulous, fabulous event. This is our second time actually participating and our third time watching. And each year, we've won a Titanic Award twice, but next year we're going to make it all the way.
One thing is for sure at this year's race, everyone had a great time and enjoyed the new Alligators Creek Aquatic Center.
It was fun because we got in second place and first place. It was so much fun. We love Alligator Creek.
Alligators Creek Aquatic Center is offering another great event before the season ends with the Poolpods Dog Swim. Bring your furry friend to the center for a fun day of swimming. Enjoy raffles, games, and prizes. Every dog gets a chance to win an attendance prize. The event benefits the Missouri Alliance for Animal Legislation. All dogs must be accompanied by an adult ages 18 or older and have written proof of rabies vaccinations. The event takes place on Saturday, September 8th from 9:30 to 11:30. Cost is $13 per dog with one person and $3 for each additional person. For additional information, visit ofallon.mo.us/parks and rec. The Renaud Spirit Center's gymnasium was home to an action-packed event featuring Nerf Wars.
A battle raged inside the Renaud Spirit Center when wacky warriors brought a new form of combat into the center's gymnasium. Nerf Wars is an all-ages skirmish that pits teams of kids, as well as kids at heart, in lighthearted conflict amidst a gauntlet of obstructions.
This is the very first year that we are doing this event. So kids get to come out and bring their Nerf guns, and we have some fun obstacles set up for them in the back, and then we have a variety of games set up for them to practice their shooting skills. And we have the O'Fallon Police Department out here as well, teaching the kids about some gun safety.
Combatants brought their own artillery, and wacky warriors provided the foam ammunition. The soft-tipped missiles showered the gymnasium as participants took cover behind giant inflatable obstacles.
Today was really fun because I got to experience the whole barrier thing with all these people and get a look at all the other people's guns and stuff. It was really fun.
Well, my sons both take swimming lessons here, and we heard about Nerf Wars, and they would love to do it. When we take them to swim lessons, they saw the posters and everything, and were really excited to come.
In the end, everyone was proclaimed victorious, with a large turnout and enthusiastic participation. Keep an ear out for the potential of Nerf Wars 2, along with a variety of youth programs and events.
I think the turnout is great for the first year. We weren't sure quite what to expect, and we're happy with the registrants that we've had, and we're looking to expand it in the future. If you missed out on this event, be sure to check out some events we have coming up. We will have our Capes and Crowns event coming up, as well as our Parents' Night Out, and then we'll have several of our winter events coming up, and be sure to look for this event again next fall.
Summer is coming to a close, and it's time for some fun fall events and activities.
This fall, enjoy the annual Fall Fest in Civic Park. The Fall Fest is a great time to get out and enjoy the cool weather, see some old friends, and find some great deals in the process from the many crafters. Sit back and relax while you enjoy the sounds of George Ports and the Friends of Bluegrass. This group is the most versatile performing group in the area as they blend their fiery bluegrass roots with some fine traditional Irish and Louisiana Cajun music. There will also be plenty of festive food and beverages for purchase and activities for the little ones. The Fall Fest takes place on Saturday, September 8th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Sign up for a spooky Friday night scavenger hunt in O'Fallon's most haunted park. If you got a flashlight, you're all set for a spectacular date night. A scavenger hunt in Dames Park for ages 21 and over. The O'Fallon's Haunted Park Hunt will be held from 7 to 10 p.m. on Friday, October 19th. Prizes will be awarded to the top 3 teams earning the most points. This event brings out a huge crowd, so don't miss out on this year's Haunted Park Hunt. There's no better way to enjoy the colorful scenery of fall than by riding through the park on an old-fashioned tractor-pulled hayride. Fort Zumwalt Park offers an amazing view and the perfect setting for a hayride. If you've never participated in the annual hayrides in Fort Zumwalt Park, you are missing out on the perfect adventure to share with your family and friends. Afterwards, gather around a bonfire and enjoy tasty treats and playing games. If you would like information on these events or any other events, visit o'fallon.mo.us/parksandrec.
O'Fallon's nonprofits are invited to create unique holiday scenes for the city's celebration of lights.
If your O'Fallon-based nonprofit is looking for a unique fundraiser, the City of O'Fallon has a few openings for 501c3 organizations to create holiday scenes to be displayed as part of the annual Celebration of Lights in Fort Zumwalt Park.
Each group is required to have a scene that will be displayed during the Celebration of Lights. They will purchase all the materials to build the display, but we do reimburse them for those supplies. They also get paid for working 2 to 3 gate nights, and we have a profit share at the end of the season as well. Throughout the Celebration of Lights season, they are required to keep up with their display, take care of it if anything gets broken or damaged. And then they also are required to have someone staff their display during our walkthrough nights, which are December 10th and 11th. And they can also submit the hours that they worked on it, and they do get reimbursed for some of the hours and the manpower that they put into building the display as well. Each organization, when they apply to be a part of Celebration of Lights, they are required to turn in a drawing of what their display will be, and it has to be approved by our festival department. Celebration of Lights this year will run November 23rd till December 30th. We are closed on Christmas Day, but other than that, we're open all the other days during that time. If your organization is interested in being a part of Celebration of Lights, they should contact me. My number is 636-379-5202, or they can email me at aholyfield@o'fallon.mo.us.
O'Fallon's Cultural Arts Gallery welcomes new artist Ray Mendoza.
Ray Mendoza is excited to be bringing his paintings to the O'Fallon Cultural Arts Gallery. He's never done anything like this before. He was an engineer for over 40 years working on hospital designs. Painting became a hobby, a very fulfilling hobby.
I like to do a lot of the seascapes. I like to dramatize the seashores and the rocks and how the wave hits the rocks. I also like to do landscapes. Of course, there's always seems to be water in my landscapes. I've never done any portrait or anything that involves human shapes or animal shapes. I mean, I haven't tried, but most of my works are pretty much landscapes and seascapes.
Ray finds inspiration for his paintings in many ways.
Some of them are inspired by some old paintings that I've seen. Some are from photographs that I had taken myself. And one of my nieces in the Philippines found out that I've been painting lately. So she sent me pictures of a landscape. She said that this would be pretty for you to paint. So I've done that as well. Even when we're traveling, we see a landscape that's worth a picture, I take a snapshot of it. And when I get back home, I'll see if I can put it on canvas. So that's how I do my work.
Ray started painting in the mid-70s, but only for a short period of time. Then his career took over and he started a family. Now that he is retired, he decided to pick it up again.
Picked it up recently, actually just in May of this year. That's how recent. So in the span of 40 years, there's really nothing. So I got me a sketch pad and just started sketching. After a while, I said, okay, let's buy some paint and some brushes and see if my old paints are still usable. Some of them are, but some have dried up after 40 years. And I just started painting.
For any artist who displays their work, their hopes are that people get the same enjoyment out of viewing their work as they did creating it. Ray hopes his work brings that same joy.
I would like for them to enjoy what they see, to stand there for a minute and just enjoy, what they see.
The O'Fallon Cultural Arts Gallery is located in the Renaud Spirit Center at 2650 Tri-Sports Circle. For more information, visit RenaudSpiritCenter.com.
Show off your creative side with this upcoming event, Painting with a Tattooed Canvas.
Join us in the tattooed canvas as they guide you in creating the Midnight Owl painting. Bring your own snacks and we'll provide water, lemonade, and coffee for this fun, creative afternoon. The class takes place on Saturday, September 15th from 2 to 4 p.m. at the Renaud Spirit Center, located at 2650 Tri-Sports Circle. Cost is $30 for residents and $34 for non-residents, which includes all supplies. Don't delay and sign up today by calling 636-474-2732. Now it's time for this week's community calendar. Enjoy a short walk through downtown St. Louis with one-of-a-kind tour guide and listen to strange, bizarre, and spooky stories about historic, haunted St. Louis. After this unique tour, you'll want to make room for a St. Louis signature dessert. The trip's cost includes deluxe motor coach transportation, dinner before the tour, a step-on guide, admissions and gratuities. The trip takes place on Thursday, October 25th from 2:30 to 9 p.m. Cost is $80 for residents and $89 for non-residents. Deadline to register is Friday, September 28th. Rent a unique recreation complex with amenities for all ages and abilities. The Renard Spirit Center is perfect for your event, special gathering, meeting, wedding shower, basketball or volleyball practice, pool parties, and more. Rental requests are accepted on a first-come, first-served basis and must be made in person at the Renard Spirit Center at least 2 weeks before the rental date. Here's a great workshop that will help you use the computer to unlock mysteries and reveal elusive ancestors who've continued to defy all efforts to discover them. Handouts will accompany the lessons, which include how to record and save materials and how to get organized so you can maximize your search efforts. Time will be provided to review your records and make suggestions where to go next. This advanced genealogy class will take place on Saturday, September 29th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Renard Spirit Center. Cost is $5 for residents and $6 for non-residents. Find out about O'Fallon's unique history with tours of 3 key historic sites in City of O'Fallon parks. The sites will be open for tours from noon to 3 p.m. on the 2nd and 4th Sundays of the month through September. In Fort Zumwalt Park, Zumwalt's Fort, an interpretive center, and the historic Hill Home will be open for self-guided tours at $5 per person, which covers admittance to both attractions. Children 10 and under are admitted free. In Civic Park, the O'Fallon Historical Society Log Cabin Museum will be open and society members will be on hand for questions. The museum's collection includes vintage O'Fallon photos, Wabash Railroad artifacts, local business items, clothing, furnishings, and curiosities from O'Fallon's bygone years. Admission is free, but donations are welcome.
That's it for today's show. Thank you for joining us. And we would now like to leave you with the Mermaids and Mates event at Alligators Creek Aquatic Center. See you next time on Energy.
I can hear it.